Hello, guys. Welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for all this liking, sharing, subscribing, of course, telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. We love and appreciate you guys so much. Big Lada, you're welcome to the show today. We've got the one and only star boy, Machala himself, Wizkid in the building. And of course, we really cannot, overemphasize this guy's contributions, his importance, his influence on the African music game. More recently, quite a lot of people have been talking about the impact of Essence still getting on the Billboard back, spending some like 60 something weeks on the on the world albums chart, on Billboard. I mean, before then, Wizkid has done the Apple Music, in the US. He's done Apple Music World as well. Double platinum, yes, for the song Essence, Song of the Summer in the US as well. Quite a lot of records smashed, a lot of records broken, and all of that. A lot of debate, actually. There's a debate going on right now. Maybe we'll come back to that one later. Sick His Love 113, Wizkid Essence, the biggest Afrobeat song ever. A lot of people have been talking, but of course, I will have to, break that down into, different beats. Definitely. But right now, Joe Budden, one of America's very popular, TV host and all of that, also sat down with Nicki Minaj, and in a conversation, Grammy Awards is actually this month, and of course we know Wizkid nominated for about 2 categories. It's recording, is it best global performance, and of course, best global album. And a lot of people were surprised that he wasn't nominated for the Song of the Year. And it seems Nicki Minaj and Joe Budden agrees, or they agree rather, with a lot of people saying Wizkid's Essence should actually be the song of, not just nominated, but it should actually win the Song of the Year. But it's nowhere. Are the Grammys, going to get dragged for this all over again?
Well, are they going to get dragged all over again? I think at the end of the day, it depends on who eventually wins. I mean, there was so much noise, especially from Nigerians. And to be honest, Nigerians don't have a stake in Ghana, but there was so much noise about WIZ not at least getting a nomination. That's what people wanted. People talked about it. And yes, it was understandable. I think what carries more weight is the fact that it's not just Nigerians who feel this way. The whole noise before the nomination list came out, several platforms already calling WIZ a major contender for several nominations.
Yeah.
And at the end, they just like relegated him to the local section, which was a bit disappointing. But I mean, it's a terrain that it's not like it's our birthright, but at least if our song is going to do well in that space, it should be awarded for doing so, which is why a lot of these guys who are influential figures to body, Nicki Minaj, and several Black American guys, including the Grammy CEO, who is also a Black American.
Yeah.
I mean, he was asked the question on why he didn't make it because he couldn't disclose the reason why. But it's obvious that there is, I won't call it a cabal, but there is the Grammy board who can be a bit hard to change. I mean, to change their mind on things like this. They've decided to go with those nominees and not, give Wizkid a chance. Nobody's saying we should win it. I mean, some people might be saying that, but for us Nigerians, it would mean a lot if WIZ was nominated for that major category. It's like another wall broken, another boundary that you've crossed and things like that. But it didn't happen, which we get. Some people might be maybe some people on the Grammy board might be a bit, I don't know, hard to please, or thinking, oh, why would somebody who's not even from here or America, from any of the from the developed world is now trying to have the Song of the Year in America? So, and that, the whole essence of it is just defeated if that's the reasoning behind why WIZ is not nominated. And then on the video, what's her name, Nicki Minaj was saying maybe perhaps there should be people who should, on the Grammy board, who identify or who can protect the interest of people like WIZ, who seemingly does have one of the biggest songs in America last year.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, do you think, Nicki Minaj and Joe Budden, coming out to, say this in, with the Grammys really, really, close by and everything, would have made the Grammy board think, maybe we actually made a mistake. Do you think that they might actually be thinking we made an error with that omission?
Well, I don't think they will be thinking they made an error. Perhaps they wanted to make sure it wasn't a fluke or something. I don't know their reasoning behind it. And it's not the first time artists will come out and say, and talk bad about the Grammy. Before WIZ's time, even the most popular categories like best hip hop or things like that, people,
don't forget Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye West, and even way before Kanye West, a Jay-Z and a DMX.
Yeah.
For example, Jay-Z thought he won an award he didn't deserve. There was DMX there who had an album that did so well, even more than a Jay-Z. He boycotted the Grammy. So things like that. It's always an occurrence for the Grammy. Again, it's just that it involves a Nigerian this time, and we have to talk about it. At the end of it all, the simple solution, we discussed this in the past, is let us have our own Grammy. Let us that we will cherish, and an award body that people would recognize and be like, okay, that's spotlighting the best out of Africa, rather than us trying to impose ourselves on this foreign and well-respected.
Is this Nicki Minaj video? Going viral and everything. Is this Nicki Minaj video going to, paint Wizkid all over again? Or like
no. I don't think
WIZ has moved on from it.
Of course, the person that is going to pay more is the people who were on the team who were pushing for it. People like his manager, and the rest of the team. They'll be like, oh yeah, this is what should have happened. They messed us up. They did this. They did that. So I don't think for WIZ, of course, if he wins an award such as a Grammy, of course he'll be happy now. But over the years, he's shown that awards are not really. He doesn't really regard them. But deep down inside, I'm pretty sure if he gets any of these big ones, he appreciates it.
Should he boycott the Grammys because of this?
Yeah, done. Boycott the Grammys. Why he go boycott the Grammys? No, there's no boycotting anything. He has to be. If he's going to be physical, he's going to be virtual. He has to. Of course, it's a great honor for him to win it by himself. If he wins the two categories he's been nominated for, it's still good for the first time being nominated as a main artist. Right? Yeah. He's done it before, then he should task himself to do it again. If he gets another song as big as Essence in the US again, then best believe they won't overlook him the second time.
Oh, definitely. But quite a lot of people actually believe that, Nicki Minaj coming out at this particular time is more like a strategy to maybe alter a change. Is it possible?
Well,
right now?
Well, she didn't. If you watch that video carefully, it wasn't even Nicki Minaj that came out.
But she agrees. She not say right.
But she didn't even have a second to think about her thoughts, right? Joe Budden pushed the agenda to her, right? And she
is it an agenda, big letter? Is it an agenda actually?
She is an agenda because Joe Budden can think like this and be in support of us and Wizkid, and yes, it should be Song of the Year. But don't forget that there are several other people who would think WIZ's song Essence is not Song of the Year. So
when you say it's an agenda, are you trying to say, the fact that he's talking about it, it's not justified? The song actually does not deserve to be nominated or to even win? An agenda is, you're trying to push something that is not worth it.
No, even if it's worth it, you have to push your agenda for it for people to agree to it. So what I mean is, Wiz's song was big in the US. I'm not in the US. Yeah. It gladdens my heart when people in the US who are in the system say these kind of things. That means they see something we don't see. We from the outside, we see it as a very big song that is raining in the US. But the people in the system, like Joe Budden, they see something else and they call for it to be Song of the Summer, call for it to be Song of the Year. It increases my heart. But don't forget that there are other people who don't think the same way as a Joe Biden, right? Who don't think the same way as a Nicki Minaj. And their voices also have to be taken into account. You get? So it's not because Joe Biden says it, then it should be so. You get?
Yeah.
It's not because Nicki Minaj. So that's what I was saying. So I mean, for us Nigerians, yes, we want it to be nominated. We want it to win if possible.
Yeah.
Right? But it's not because the
Grammys and everything,
exactly. So,
and everything. Okay, and you don't think that there could be like a last minute change to the categories?
In the history of Grammy, has there been a last minute change to any categories? No, I think this talk is just normal. I mean, the Grammys have seen this sort of talk as regards nominees, as regards winners several times over the course of their years holding the Grammy. So it's not new to them. It's not going to change anything. Nominees still stand. What WIZ needs to work on is have another essence. Yes, have another essence that takes over the US. If you have something like that, then they won't overlook you the second time. That's for sure. Even when the second time comes and you have something that is close, that is obviously not even the best,
they'll probably get him in and all of that.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Grammy, is almost here. Quite a lot of people are wishing Wizkid, Burna Boy, all the best. There's a couple of people on the Essence, on the Made in Lagos Deluxe as well, trying to get certificates and all of that. If Made in Lagos Deluxe, gets to win, there's Benson, there are a couple of other people. But yeah, we wish everyone all the best. Guys, thank you so much for all this liking and sharing. Of course, telling your friends about what we do right here at Coastal TV. Big Lala is very much, still with us. Yes, and of course, we want to ask you, what do you think about Nicki Minaj, Joe Biden actually claiming that Essence should actually be the Song of the Year at the Grammy Awards? Rolling Stone Song of the Year 2020, 2021, and of course, a couple of other, the Vogue magazine, quite a couple of other magazines as well, picked Essence as one of their top songs of the year, last year. Yes, but let's have your thoughts. What do you think? Should the Grammys change, and alter and fix? And Big Lala says no, they can't fix anything right now. What is done already. But what do you think? Wizkid, Essence, Song of the Year at the Grammys. Nicki Minaj says yes, Joe Biden says yes, and a couple of other people are saying yes as well. But yeah, it is not in that category right now. What exactly do you think? Put your comment down below. We'll see you on the next one. Please continue to stay safe and God bless you.